Hi everybody, let's do something. So let's see, it's about 5 o'clock on Sunday, and I'm going to make some refrigerator pickles. So I have a used pickle jar that I washed very well, and I have some apple cider vinegar, onion, garlic, little pickling cucumbers, and some herbs, pepper, salt. Now what we're going to do to get started is we will slice the onion and the garlic, and we're going to get the vinegar and spice mix to heat on the stove. We'll bring that up to a boil, and once it's hot and just at the boil, we will remove it from the heat and pour it over our cucumbers, which will be in the pickle jar. That then goes in the refrigerator and it will marinate. So I think for the purpose of this, the cucumbers will be sliced, so I think I'll do slices that are about the same size for the onion. I'll go like that. 1/2. There we go. It's going to go in this little pan right here. And we'll get our garlic. Here it is. We'll do 2 cloves of garlic. And basically, I just smash it. There we go. Very nice. And the peel comes off very easily. I'm just going to put it in like so. You can mince it, you can smash it, you can dice it, whatever you like. Hope you're doing well today. It's pretty nice out. I mowed lawn today, and so this one will go in half. There we go. So yeah, I got the yard all cleaned up today. Okay, this is our little pot that we're going to put on the stove, and we're going to add some mixed Italian herbs. That's about 2 tablespoons. This is marjoram, oregano, thyme, rosemary, savory, basil, and sage. And we're going to add some black pepper, about a teaspoon, and some salt. That's about 2 teaspoons. And we're going to add the vinegar. Because that's all I have, so we'll go with that. And we're going to get that on the stove and bring it up to a boil, okay? In the meantime, I'm going to peel the cucumbers. You can wash the cucumbers and leave the peel on if you like, but this recipe, I'm going to actually make these into little discs, so without skin. And I thought that would be a nice way to try it. I've done this before, but I always make spears out of the cucumbers. And this time, I'm going to go for something more like this. They'll be about the size of hamburger pickles slices. Okay, so those go into the pickle jar. We got these cucumbers at the local farm stand, and they were labeled as pickling cucumbers. Only difference being that they are small. So these will sit in the fridge after the brine boils. We will pour it over the pickles, leave the jar open. We won't seal it until it comes to room temperature. And then we will put the lid on and we will put it in the refrigerator for about 2 days. And at that point, it should be marinated well enough that all of the flavors have seasoned the cucumbers. And then from there, I eat them pretty quickly, but you can leave them in the fridge for a couple of weeks, really. I mean, after all, it's in vinegar, so they really won't go bad. But these are not properly canned, so you won't be able to put them on the cupboard shelf. I also like to make refrigerator pickles with dill, but I don't have any fresh or dried dill right now. So we're going to do it with the Italian herbs. I might even add a little bit of garlic powder just to they're really good. One of these days I will try to can. I've never canned things for, to be shelf stable. I'd like to can some real pickles. I'd like to can my spaghetti sauce, marinara, without meat. I'd like to try canning. Actually, that might be enough. Let's see how full that gets. I think that'll be enough for that jar. And you know what? Since I have the other cucumbers, I'm going to go ahead and slice those up as well. What we'll do is a separate batch of brine with the regular white vinegar. Actually, maybe what we'll do these as spears. How's that? We'll do these as thin spears. There we go. Okay, the brine for the first batch of pickles has come to the boil, so we are going to pour it over our cucumbers like so. There we go. I actually have a bit of onion left, so I'll just top it off like that. We'll set that aside and let it cool down a bit. And in the meantime, I will get my white vinegar on the stove top. Get it heated up. We will do the same thing with our brine. Salt. Herbs. Black pepper. Maybe this one we'll just do garlic powder. Okay, we'll get that on the heat. Yeah, we'll go back to peeling our cucumbers, our spears. So we'll have 2 jars of pickles. Okay, that jar is nice and full. We'll put our little funnel on there. Okay, basically we're just going to wait for the pickles to cool down to room temperature before we put them in the fridge. And that's really the recipe. You could use any kind of spice mixture that you want. There we have it. That's what the pickles look like. So when I take them out of the fridge in a couple days, I will come back to you and we will taste them together, okay? The spears are here. They will be flooded with the same vinegar mix, only with white vinegar instead of apple cider. So we'll see how that tastes. And I'll talk to you soon. Have a great night. Be kind to someone. Say hi. And look at those beautiful peaches. Can you imagine? Those are so good. I had a couple today. Actually, I ate 3 this morning. Good night for now. Thanks for watching.